I used to walk in the ring hoping that the fear will disappear, but it never did. So I had to find a way to make it work for me, because the fear before a fight isn't about you getting hurt. It's about the unknown. What if you will get gassed out? What if you will get dropped in front of everybody? Your mind will start to create different scenarios before a fight, before the fight starts. It will start to create 1,000 of scenarios. That's why I had to find a way to flip the switch before a fight that will help me use the fear as fuel to help me win. The first and the most important thing that helped me flip the switch and let the fear fuel me, to give me energy and to get me excited to walk and to get ready to fight and to win, is through sparring. In sparring, I had to learn to control my emotions. In the beginning, I treated sparring like a war, like it was all or nothing. But that's not good. In sparring, you have to put yourself in different scenarios. You have to try a lot of strategies, a lot of techniques that you will use in a fight, your opponent will use against you. You have to put yourself in different situations, because going through different situations in sparring, different training partners, different fighting styles, you won't be that surprised in a fight, because you're already used to it through sparring. But doing hard sparrings, like war type sparrings, where you almost get knocked out in sparring, it won't help you. You won't be relaxed, you won't think, you won't be trying different things in sparring. That's why I tell my students in sparring, try to be as relaxed and calm as possible. Think of the techniques you want to apply to your opponent, the strategy, the feints. Think in ways how you can put pressure on your opponent that will help you score more points and gas him out, put pressure on him to dominate the fight. But going hard in sparring won't help you try different things. That's why the first thing that I did that helped me control my fear before a fight was through sparring, gaining confidence in sparring, learning how to control the fight, learning how to control the pace, how I control the ring. All of those things I practice in sparring. The second thing that helped me control my fear before a fight was through visualization. 5 minutes or 10 minutes before a fight, I try to close my eyes and to visualize what I'm going to do each round to my opponent, how I'm going to dominate each round, what techniques I will try to use on my opponent, how I will counter him, what feints I will use. Everything that I've practiced in sparring, in trainings, the drills that I did with my partner on the heavy bag, on the pads, I visualize them and try to apply them each round. Through visualization, you will integrate in your mind that you're focused on the things that you have to do that will help you win, not to focus on your opponent, what he will do. That doesn't matter. You have to adapt to what your opponent will throw at you. You have to focus on the strategy that you develop to your fight camp. You have to focus on the things that you prepared for the fight, and focusing on that through visualization, your mind won't make the difference between what you visualize and the reality. That's why visualization before a fight is very important. That will help you control your emotions before a fight, because you're focused on the things that you will have to do that will help you win your fight. So try to practice this once or twice per week. After your trainings or before your trainings, visualize what you're going to do in trainings. That's why we practice shadow boxing before we start our trainings. That's why we do 1 or 2 rounds of 3 minutes of shadow boxing, because there you visualize your fight, what you're going to do your opponent, how you block his attacks, movement, every technique that you're going to use on your opponent. That's why shadow boxing, it's a really important exercise that every fighter should do. And the last thing that I did that helped me control my emotions before a fight is thinking that fear is normal. It's a normal thing to be afraid of the unknown. It's a normal thing. But think about this. Fear is like a fire. It can help you cook a good meal, or it can help you warm a place. But if you don't control it, it can burn down a place and it can do damage. That's why focusing on the things that you can control will help you control your emotions. Through breathing, you can control your emotions, focusing on the breathing and not letting your mind go in all the different places. Focusing on one thing at a time will help you control your emotions before a fight. You won't be in the ring if you didn't want to be there. It's your decision. It's your choice to step into the ring and fight. Nobody put you there. Nobody said, go in the ring, fight. No, it was your choice. It was your decision. Many times the fear before a fight, it's the excitement that you're going to test yourself, test your limits, and see what you've made of. Because if you didn't want to fight, you wouldn't step in the ring. That's why it's really important to focus on improving your fighting strategy in sparring, focus on controlling your breath and visualize what you're going to do in the fight, and be excited that you have the opportunity to fight, because not many fighters have that opportunity to step in the ring and to test themselves. So be excited, and the most important part is to do your best and forget the rest. What it will matter is how you will perform in that fight. What are your solutions to overcome the fear? What you do before a fight? What are your rituals? I'm curious to know about that. Comment down below, and until next time, stay strong and be unstoppable, champ.